I'm excellent like a Muur, like a Muur, like a Muur, feel it in your pores. I'm excellent like a Muur, like a Muur, like a Muur, feel it in your pores. I'm excellent like a Muur, like a Muur, like a Muur, feel it in your pores. I'm excellent like a Muur, like a Muur, like a Muur.
Got it.
Hey, hey, Islam, would it be like more bites?
You already know.
What's popping? What's popping?
You said you was popping your collar
Yep. Always doing that.
ever since you could remember.
That's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang. I ain't let you know. Real shit. What's going on though? You know, I'm here today to talk about this real talk. How about y'all brothers?
Oh wow,
That's
yeah, we
what we
already
echoing.
know.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause it's turned up right now.
Well, what you turned up about, like this?
Just what's going on with just what's going on in society, man. It's really getting crazy out here, especially in the United States. It's getting crazier about a minute, about a second.
Indeed.
So come to complain and make some solutions. We got to do a little bit of both.
That's true.
Real talk. But so how was your past week, man? Before we get into it.
You know, this weather ain't cracking, man. So it's not. We almost at summer, but not quite.
It's like an echo reverb over there, man.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
That's what
sad,
I'm hearing.
man.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, we like 3D in this. How about now? Testing 1 2 1 2.
Is it still echoing? Of course.
That's but I don't hear it.
Huh?
Echo. I don't hear echo.
You say you don't hear echo with me?
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it is.
What was that? We're low at. Low, say something.
I'm right here.
Okay, now
Outer space. Transformer. Futuristic in this mother.
I think it's okay now.
What about now? Yeah, still echoing.
Let me leave. Come back. How about now? Not really echoing like that.
Yo, what's echoing?
I think I hear echo on too.
Interesting.
You want us to leave the room and come back?
Hold on a second. Let me.
All right.
Excuse us, technical difficulties. Hang on with it.
You understand? I do not want to talk to y'all. Keep. Okay, how does it sound now?
Slight echo.
I don't hear no echo from you.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds pretty clear. It's probably gonna be as clear as it's gonna get y'all.
But hey, it is what it is.
You got double play going on somewhere. No, I hear it.
Yeah, we heard a TV in the background.
I don't think that's. Well, as long as y'all sound good projecting out, y'all can go ahead.
Should
Go ahead. Let's get it. Let's get it popping.
all right. Let's
Hello, boss there.
Wow, did he delete himself?
Nope, I still see his
I'm
screen.
here. Can you hear me?
Nope, I still see his screen. Yeah, I
I'm here. No, I was expounding. I was saying, I know Noble had got some things he wanted to talk about. He wanted to, we can build off that. That's cool. Did Noble leave?
yep.
That's cool. Okay,
He's
he
trying to get
he
his
can come
phone
back, so we
situation
can just go
straightened
ahead
out.
and kick it off. So there's some situations going on, and I hate that we got to talk about this right now, but we got to get into it. It's a trend going on right now with the transgender assaulting the women in the public bathrooms now.
Jesus.
Exactly. And what's going on now is the women are worried. They don't know how they're going to be protected when they're trying to protect these people from going into the bathrooms with them. And I just wanted to see how our panel felt about that and see what direction will we would take, or how do we feel about that? What do we think the solution is?
The solution is to kick their ass, kick their ass, kick them the fuck out, kick them out. No, no, no. You
I
can't
agree
come in
with
my
Noble.
fucking daughter's bathroom. You be in my daughter's bathroom, I'ma bash your head in the fucking wall. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. That's how I feel about it. And I ain't even got no children. But if I did, I ain't about to be no man in the fucking bathroom with my fucking daughter. You're not about to be in there with my niece, with none of my nieces, with my sister. So, in my personal opinion, in my my non-humble opinion, because this ain't humble. Um, at some point in time, ones need to put their feet down, put their foot down, stump on the ground, and let them know, like, I ain't taking this shit no more, because we've been sitting back allowing way too much to get past, and now you got little girls scared to go to the bathroom. You got little girls scared to play their little girl sports that were made for specifically little girls. Where you got little boy sports specifically for little boys, you got little girl sports specifically for little girls. It wasn't supposed to be mixed for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Because just like we've exemplified plenty of times on the show, there is a slight separation between genders. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they're not necessarily equal, because females have a vagina and males have a penis. You understand what I'm saying? So that makes us not equal but complementary, because our parts work together to propagate the human race. You understand what I'm saying? So the separation is necessary, and it's natural, and it is what it should be. You understand what I'm saying? So these injustices against women, because at the end of the day, it's all the government ploy. You understand what I'm saying? Um, to a certain extent, they plan on replacing the woman, which can never be done. Just like how they got these confused people trying to replace men, which can never be done. You know, so the confusion needs to stop. And what it starts by not allowing your children to be subjected to the shit early on. Start controlling what the fuck you show your children. Start paying attention to what you allow your children to listen to. If your little girl sitting up here listening to Cardi B and fucking Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice and all these salacious rappers, and she start acting salacious, don't be so confused. You're part of the problem on accident. You understand? So things need to change. People need to have more supervision. That shit is real. It's not just, let it slip under the rug and, never talk about it. These issues are an issue because we allowed it to be such a thing. We can change that, but we gotta actually do it. And the effort gotta be concerted. You know what I'm saying? Parents just need to go back to being parents again. Now, shout out to the parents that are parents. But unfortunately, the parents that are parents, their children have to go to school. You understand what I'm saying? Or, be around all these children that weren't raised by any parents. You know what I'm saying? And TV and fake gangster rap music. You know what I'm saying? And GTA, Grand Theft Auto. You understand? All of this shit is actually raising your children. And now they got to go to school with them. And then you see society. And that's why society is the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Because we allowed it. Melanated people always want to cry about the so-called white man. But who is doing this shit? like how, at the end of the day, we can complain, we can mobilize and change shit overnight. Or we can complain and not do a damn thing. So we can have a solution. We can emote about the solution, but after that, past that is just an excuse. Until we do something about it.
Okay.
Period.
As melanated people, right?
As melanated people, we need as melanated people, but as a society as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Other countries ain't going for that shit, but here in the United States.
But I keep explaining, the
United States. The place that they call United States.
We don't stand as a primary nationality here. You feel me? For the country,
right?
You see me? That's the difference between us and other countries.
Definitely. Other countries have a culture.
They have a primary nationality. Everything else is secondary there.
Right.
There's one that holds true above all the other nationalities in other people's countries, and that's all I'm saying, Nike. Here, it's color of law. It's color of law here in the United States, so everything is colorized.
Yeah, because we allowed it to be. It's people in Palestine and shit getting their land stole by the fake Jew, fighting with bricks and sticks. And we got more guns per people in the population than any other, country / corporation on the planet. So
it's also a war of the minds too, Aki. And a lot of people can't fight back. A lot of people can't fight back against what you don't know.
I mean, in the age of Aquarius, ignorance is a choice. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we can say that, but everybody got a computer. Everybody walking around holding a computer. So to be ignorant is a choice at this point. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta know how to use the computer. Just because you have a computer don't mean you know how to use them.
Babies know how to use the same computer. It's just what you're looking up on that same set computer. For real.
That still take a thought process. All the thing I'm saying is once the word is getting out there to whoever don't know, and that's in great numbers, a lot of people don't know on all sides. As far as we're talking about the United States, then
it's a choice though. No, because Noble Ali been off the scene since 1929.
And I'll be honest with you, I haven't heard. I didn't know about Noble Drew Ali until I met you, Aki. I'm gonna be real with you, and I feel like I was a pretty knowledgeable person before I met you. I'm just being be real.
But I'm not gonna put all the blame on you. We have parents. We have elders. You understand what I'm saying? That have been around. At one point in time, like I said, Noble Jolly left the scene in 1929. A lot of our grandparents weren't even born in 1929. Some of our grandparents were. Some of our grandparents were born before that, but a lot of them weren't even there yet. You understand what I'm saying? So the information been out there. Coon ass niggas been selling our people out for a long time. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why the good information hasn't been distributed to the people. Because people been selling us out. You see what happened to the Panthers. You see what happened to every single melanated organization that came through this United States corporation. United Snakes of America. It's a reason for that.
Yeah,
So yeah, you absolutely right. You know, a lot of people don't know, but it's like shit. That's cool. So now we do know. And the things that we do know, we should act on them. Because everybody might not know about nationality, but everybody, has an elder that they respected in their lifetime, at one point in time where, I blow my herb, At one point in time I didn't want to see, I didn't want certain adults to see me smoking. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just certain things, a respect level. Certain people don't curse around certain people. Certain people, it's girl things
Mm.
matter. And I was just having I was telling someone this who always thinking that money is everything. Like when I say money ain't everything, I'm not saying that, monetary gains aren't necessary in the society that we live in, that we've gotten away so far away from the barter system and things, trading things of intrinsic value. You understand what I'm saying? So money is necessary, but it's not everything. What you know what I'm saying? Like these things, culture, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people in the United States don't have any fucking culture. You understand what I'm saying? Like these things matter. These are the things that matter. But these are the things that we overlook as if they don't matter. And the reason why these things aren't in our society, these are the reasons why our society is the way it is over here in the so-called United States of America. Because the things that matter don't here. The things that really matter don't. And we have a society of sweeping shit under the rug and never dealing with the actual issues. So we can never come to a real solution. So the shit just perpetually continues because we don't nip the shit in the bud and stamp it the fuck out. And every one of those excuses. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we went through the time of slavery, but that time is over. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if we don't wise up, we're gonna be back into that time of slavery. Not
Right,
maybe not the
right.
not the Moors. The Moors know about nationality and shit like that, but what about our rest of our skin folk that ain't clue yet? You understand what I'm saying? And they want to continue who thinks with the mind of an adolescent. You understand what I'm saying? So if ones don't grow up on a political aspect, it's gonna continue to suffer. It's only getting worse. A female, you know what I'm saying, a good friend of mine sent me a meme about an hour ago. You know what I'm saying? And it was a picture showing that I guess the USD, right, is supposed to be, it could be potential by June or July 1st. I'm gonna look at that again. Let me check that out. Let me see. Oh yeah, June 1st. Oops. Treasury Security says US could run out of cash by June 1st. Man, how long have I been talking? You know what I'm saying? Like telling people about this shit. Like people think it's a motherfucking game till it ain't. You know what I'm saying? Till you can't go to the bank, till you can't go to the grocery store, till you can't buy that gold. You know what I'm saying? This shit children. Oh, I got my hair dyed. Right. Like chicks be out, man. People is fucking crazy right now. And shit is getting real, realer than ever, realer than we've ever experienced in our lifetimes. COVID showed us that. You understand what I'm saying? And now that was just the tip of the iceberg. That was just the fucking beginning. That was just the beginning. So, banks falling apart and shit like that, man, we better get a clue. You know what I'm saying? We better get a fucking clue. As long as we don't got that clue, we gonna continue to suffer. We ain't gonna overcome, and that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You don't do no action, then you ain't gonna overcome shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the lie that they've been pumping to us for so long. You know what I'm saying? To keep us in that sheeple state of mind. We shall overcome. Get the fuck out of here with those old narratives. That shit don't work. Because if it worked, it would have worked. It didn't. So it's time to come up with something different. It's time to think different. It's period point blank. Time to think different.
okay.
And that's actually what I want to segue into real quick. This topic, and the topic is the black agenda. The black agenda is really planned obsolescence. We're the whole system has planned us to be obsolete in society. You know what I'm saying? The black agenda is planned obsolescence. You cannot rise as a crayon. Like you cannot rise if you have no legal status. Without a nationality is one thing, but to self-proclaim yourself to have a no status in law, which is aka being black, you know what I'm saying? That completely destroys us. And then uh what was it? I think it was yesterday. I just read in the news that they're getting rid of what the word Negro, and they're getting rid of the word Negro and something else, right? So it's just another thing where they like sort of erasing you out of the history books and shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though Negro ain't a title that wants to take on themselves, um, yet and still, you know, it's taking us out of here. Somewhere that the actor came back.
Interesting. So what do they hope? What do they hope for doing that?
I didn't. Can you repeat that?
I said so. What they're hoping to accomplish with doing that is erasing us out of the history books, quote unquote, right?
Yeah. Erasing your position more and more. The more that we don't take political power as a people, you know, the more that we don't take account or hold of our lives, you know what I'm saying? The more that we as a skin folk be minorities, they're gonna continue to take more and more shit. And you know, unfortunately, Negroes gonna continue to play more and more games until they don't, or until they can't. So until the change, it's gonna get worse. We can think as positive as we want, but you know, thoughts is just basically dreams.
Basically, don't wait till you're at the point of a sword to make a move.
Facts. And the prophet said that, you know, in his hadiths. You know. So man, it's crazy. It's crazy, you know. I see so many so-called black sellouts in the Democratic Party. Is crazy. You know, people scared to talk about that, but I ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is despicable. I mean, first and foremost, during the time of slavery, it was the Democrats that kept ones as slaves.
They damn sure did. And joined up with the KKK.
Like, what the fuck? How can anyone respect that? Make that make sense. Like, what the fuck? Man.
That's so true.
I mean, it's crazy. That's where all the sellouts. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? It's so many crazy. I mean, I have so many. It's so many scenarios coming up that's pointing to that. Like every single shooting that happens to, you know, a poor, you know, melanated boy, you know what I'm saying, slaughtered by the police forces or whatever. Then you got this bald head black dude, Trump, coming, you know, everything's gonna be all right. We're gonna get you a settlement check as if that's about to get back your child that just was slaughtered by these devils. You understand what I'm saying? And then on to the next story. Like it ain't even fucking happen. A week later, like we so desensitized to it. They make sure that they keep a school shooting, you know, a mass shooting, and a young melanated boy getting murked by the police. They keep that in rotation just to keep that on your mind, keep you in that fear-based mentality. You understand what I'm saying? And control, you know, like an energy vampire, control anything positive that can come from you. You understand what I'm saying? They do it like that on purpose. You know, these little boys be or young males, you know what I'm saying, or middle-aged males, or young middle-aged, or over-aged, whatever. These melanated males, you know, sacrifice victims. In so many random cases. And they keep it like that. just so they can tell you, well, we need to take away all your guns, your assault weapons, and blah blah blah. Right, so you ain't got no way to defend yourself because the ones that are on the other side of the law, they're gonna continue to be armed. They're gonna continue to be able to get their armaments while you're disarming, while you giving up your gun, so they can run to your shit and take your shit. Man, better wake the fuck up, America.
So essentially, from that, so we can go jump back to something more. But I don't know. Did we talk about this last week? About Kamala getting kicked out of Africa for trying to enforce the gay agenda?
Huh?
You were saying Kamala Harris got kicked out of Africa for trying to push
Hi,
that gay agenda.
y'all. Excuse me, real quick. Did everybody follow me in the group page, the group text?
Did we get it from the text?
Yeah, the link for y'all to be in this switcher.
Yeah, you sent this individually too.
Okay, I'm gonna log out. And I sent you a personal link. I think that'll stop the echo.
You said go to the personal link that you sent to our phone.
I sent you a link to your phone here.
Okay, so go to our personal link.
Are you talking to just Low or everybody?
Just low.
Okay, go to the link you sent message. Okay, I'm about to leave now.
Okay, hold on. Send a Noble his link. It will be okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Better.
Okay. It's still.
Wow.
Okay, I'm about to go on the personal link. I went into the group chat. I'm about to go to the personal link.
Hello?
Yeah.
Mine is just a slight delay. So let me see.
It's still an echo? It is.
Yeah.
We're trying. We do the best we can. But I wanted to touch on the subject with Kamala Harris pretty much making the tour around the continent of Africa, trying to sell the political agenda of the gay influence as far as how we have in Western civilization. I wanted to expound on that and build on that with our panel, see how they felt about that.
That's what her ass get.
Yep.
That's what my thing is this. The real question is, how should the so-called African American people here on the U.S. soil, or I should say American soil, but under the U.S. terms, they should feel like this because they're quick to copy African culture and African heritage because they say that they have some type of kinship to it or that's their ancestors, your ancestors or your cousins just said we ain't for that shit.
Yeah.
So that should be give you a clear understanding on how you should be moving in life. And even if it comes down to you feel some type of emotional or physical attraction for the same sex, it don't take all of this other buffoonery that you out here doing. You know what I'm saying? That some people are out here doing when it comes down to their culture. But that's what the fuck she get. You can't.
EJ, that happened don't understand because she ain't culture.
Huh?
That happened don't understand she ain't culture. Bar
Facts.
none. She joined the AKA just a fake being culture.
She don't even think of herself, even with her father, she don't even think of herself as being a so-called black person. She feel like she's an Indian. She from the Indian
Right.
culture. She brought into her mother's side. So at the end of the day, that's what the hell Kamala Harris get.
Yeah, ain't nobody.
And then too, she show a woman of very little polish because how you gonna go on somebody else's land telling them that how they people should be moving nationally though? That's very disrespectful.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're not gonna give you a boatload of our printed money. You know what I'm saying? Like that sounds stupid. We're gonna come give you a whole bunch of money. Go ahead.
She culture, but it ain't from our culture or the Indian culture. She culture with the Caucasian culture. That's why she can't. That's why she can't relate to nothing. That woman ain't got no. She ain't got no melanin in her system.
She do, but she Indian.
She ain't got no authenticity.
I'm just talking about how she living. No, she don't walk in it.
She ain't got no authenticity.
No, she don't.
She never did. She never
paper
did.
thin.
That bitch was lying since she was on that one show when she said that she used to listen to Tupac and Biggie in high school. Like, bitch, you're too old to listen to Biggie and Pac in high school. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, you talking about when she alluded to being when she alluded to participating in the burning bush after having a high conviction rate of people who smoke and sending them to jail. You talking about that interview?
Possibly. But I know, yeah.
Are you talking about the interview with Judge Joe Brown when he was calling her Kumquisha Harris from her sexual escapade back in her college days?
I don't know, bro. But I know that she said that she was in school and she was talking about, Biggie and Pac. I don't follow the bitch. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me or whatever. But
represent herself as being down with the culture or the times and stuff like that. It walked herself right into a motherfucking slap. Not physically, but like, you know what I'm saying, verbally. Because at the end of the day, you prosecuted and you sent people to jail for doing the same thing you just admitted to or alluding to in an interview to try to make yourself look cool and get brownie points, which was dumb.
Right. That's the fruit belt.
And the main ones that should have been at her neck is sisters. The indigenous women of the U.S. should have been the main ones at her neck for her talking about going to be one of the first black women to be vice president of the United States of America. That's not, she ain't even flying that label. They should have been the first ones to call her out on that shit. Yeah. Talking about that throwing a rock and hiding my hand.
She's Indian. From India.
Hey, but her Indian ass should allow the tabloids to call her black or label her black. She should have said that from the very
right.
beginning.
Well, the people that misnomer themselves as black shouldn't allow her to say that.
Hey, all I'm saying is she should have been some type of checking, verbal checking definitely. From the community. Period. And on any way she was stepping.
Yeah. I agree.
And it should have been from the women more. And I'm not trying to say this to make women feel bad because they was the main ones that were supporting her. Right. And women's are the biggest ones to talk about. They don't like a motherfucker lying to them and shit. You feel me? Well, they should have definitely held that woman accountable. Right. Because they was her main supporter.
I feel as though that all women should hold women accountable, just like how all men should hold men accountable. It's hard for a woman to make a man hold himself accountable. Same thing as it's hard for a man to make a woman keep herself accountable. But it is possible, very possible, for the same gender to, you understand what I'm saying, keep oneself accountable because they know the same actions that one could take. Because they could take them themselves. And so their moral, code will arise. Wake up and check someone. See what I'm saying? When men is trying to keep women accountable, it sounds like men is hating on the women. Even if it don't sound like that, that's what women say. So it's like a pointless argument. and vice versa.
At the end of the day, all I'm saying, Nike, when it came down to the
I
conversation
agree with
about
you.
Kamala Harris,
Yeah, I agree with you.
you feel me?
And I'm just breaking
That was
down the notes.
again. I did note that I'm not trying to attack women or nothing like that. I'm
Oh
just
yeah,
saying
yeah.
they
I
were her
understand
main
that, bro.
supporters.
I'm just going along with you. I agree with you.
Oh, okay, I
agree
got you. I
with you,
thought
bro.
you know.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just agreeing with you. I'm saying that women need to hold themselves accountable, and when they don't, this is what happens. Just like when men need, we need to keep ourselves accountable, which we do. You understand what I'm saying? We already keep ourselves accountable, and so you absolutely right. I totally agree with you.
So I just wanted to say this. Wasn't that movie The Fruitvale Station
Yeah, Fruitvale Station.
that was based upon Kamala actually lying about saying that she would reopen the case prior to her turning into the attorney general from the DA of Alameda? That same situation with that movie. She said that she thought that it was foul play, and if the people would vote for her, she would see to it that she will open up to see if it was foul play within the case. The people voted for her prior to getting into the office, and she closed it and said there was no foul play once she got what she wanted. I just wanted to expound on that and build off that as well too. And she has the highest rate of sending mothers, I want to say, behind bars for truancy laws. She made the most toughest truancy laws, and she has the highest at the time that she was DA's office. I want to say, Alameda County for the highest. Was it not execution rate, but the highest.
Sending people to jail. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Right. At the end of the day, she better not say she participated in anything she sent somebody to jail for. She better watch her mouth. Seriously. Because you can't play with somebody's life like that. And then, go ahead.
I said people just need to hold her accountable for.
Facts. I mean, but I'm just saying in general, with anybody taking a position that they take, if that person is allowed to judge other people, which can affect their life, and they turn around and do the same thing, they definitely should be getting held accountable for that shit. That's all I'm saying.
Hold them accountable.
You know what I'm saying? You got basic level accountability, and then you got whatever you doing, like karmatic debt. You feel me? As far as accountability is supposed to be back, sent back on you.
Well, let me give you a trick. The devil, the proverbial devil, ill people, what I'm saying, in these governmental situations, they'll tell you exactly what they're going to do to you, what I'm saying, just so they can get away with it. Because now you know, and knowing is half the battle. What I'm saying? That's how they keep themselves, that's how they continue to do this demonic ass shit for so long, because they tell you, they give it to you in subliminal messages and shit, or they put it right in your face. You know what I'm saying? They tell you right then and there. You don't see it, you don't notice it, because you don't know what it is, but they told you what it is, but you don't know what it is, what you're looking at. You understand what I'm saying? And so now they're allowed to do it because you're allowed to do it. That's how they do it.
True indeed. Indeed. I just feel as though people act like they were bamboozled, like this is a shock and surprise that they pulled the wool over our eyes. They did a backslide and move to get in the office. This isn't nothing new. This is just something that people thought it was going to be different because they thought that they would actually listen to the people as far as what they want. But that's neither here nor there.
Well, the whole thing about it, people watch too much goddamn TV, and they listening too much to the fucking news and don't know what the hell news even means. News means north, east, west, south. Period. TV, tell live vision programming channels. When you want to change the channel on your television set, what do? You use a remote control. If you have a computer and your computer crash, laptop crash, you call the IT department on the 1-800 number. Right? And what do? They fix your computer or laptop or whatever by what? By remote control. So it's all a game. Just got another rule.
That is true, and it's important. But that's how it is.
Let me ask you this, man. What you think about? Have you heard about Adidas. This is a funny story. Adidas takes issue to BLM. They 3 strikes. You heard anything about that?
What was that?
I was actually the day when it wasn't raining. I walked to the store. I walked to the store, and on the way back, I seen a billboard or some shit, and they was talking about how Adidas took issue with Black Lives Matter movement because I guess they got 3 strikes or something. And that's just funny. That's so fucking funny to me, man. That's so funny to me that people put all their trust and belief in these frauds. You know what I'm saying? Who is BLM? You know what I'm saying? Whoa.
No, but I get it.
Put the phone on vibrate.
A playoff line.
Right. They saw these because they using 3 strikes. And then Adidas they tried to, they tried to stop Kanye's flow. You know what I'm saying? His money flow. You know what I'm saying? When he made all them billions, they was salty. You know what I'm saying? Stop the brother shine. You know, Black Lives Matter movement. They done scammed everybody. Gave them all type of money and shit. But on the low, they was getting big bread by George Soros. You know what I'm saying? One of the kings of the fake Jews. And now Adidas, a German Nazi era German company. You understand what I'm saying? Takes issue with BLM. And then I just seen the thing where ain't all the BLM members ain't all of them dead?
Most of the founding members, all of the founding members, except for I want to say a couple women.
And those women got
just passed away.
Yeah, they all got killed.
We know
because of the money. Oh, we know they got killed. They asses grass. They got murdered. They didn't kill themselves.
So now who supposed to take ownership of that foundation now?
Well, the one woman had left. Remember, they used the same money in which they built the backs off those our dead children, unfortunately, to start selling real estate and buying houses.
Yeah, well, once again, minorities strike again. You know what I'm saying? We allow it. Once need to go break a door down and pull the people out in the street. That's what they doing in Sudan right now. We ain't talking about that. They talking about bitch ass Ukraine. They ain't never saying nothing about the Sudan. They ain't say nothing about the tragedy that just happened in the Tigray area of Ethiopia. It's a war. It's the bloodiest war. It was like over 600,000 people. You know what I'm saying? The bloodiest war in the 20. What is this? In the 2020. Happening in Africa right now. They ain't even talk about it. You hear anything about that? You don't know about that?
No, I had no clue.
Yeah, right now Sudan is at war. They just had a peace, they had some type of truce, and then they got shot up after the truce. So they playing dirty. It's all type of shit going on, man. And they ain't putting it on the news. They just telling you about Ukraine. Racist ass Ukraine. Melanated people supposed to give a fuck what happened to them. And Russia, the only European country in the world that didn't whitewash their books, they textbooks. They still got pictures of us, you know what I'm saying? But we're taught to hate them and love this cracker who been, demonizing us and doing, horrible shit to us the whole time we've been here. They've been here. You know what I'm saying? And admitted into this corporation. When I say over here, I'm talking about, United States corporation. This is a goddamn corporation.
that when they had type of football events, they had a sign talking about free Derek Chauvin, the time of all that stuff that was going on around 2020. And then each and every individual time that you had somebody indigenous playing, they would throw bananas on the field. And they also wouldn't even let some of our cousins, they wouldn't let hardly any of our cousins leave the country when all of that war started. So fuck.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
It is.
So what's the solution? You know, what's the solution?
Fuck them. Don't fuck with them. And leave them motherfuckers exactly where they are. Because anybody that can't help us, that hasn't proven that they will help us, we should not allow to come into our realm and benefit in any aspect. So separate and let them do whatever they need to do. And we understand what's happened in the past. That was dead. We nothing aligned with them. Whatever they do, whatever benefits they get, that's on them. But we don't need to have any dealing with people like that. That's what we have to do. We have to put the line in the sand and separate.
I agree. Well, have you heard anything else about Jamie Foxx?
So what's up?
I said, have you heard anything else about Jamie Foxx?
Yeah. Is he still alive? Is he all right?
Yeah, he's still alive, but I'm saying, you know, that's what I wanted to talk about. How, you know, basically he's pretty much soon to be, or they tried to make him the next sacrifice victim. You know. Let me see here. Hold on. Oh, looking at stuff that I should. Look at my other phone and shit. But yeah. So Jamie Foxx, you know, he basically exposed some shit that you seen back in the day on one of Diddy's, you know, suspect ass partners. You know what I'm saying? And so he mysteriously ended up in the hospital talking about a heart attack. And we all know that Jamie Foxx, or at least movie-wise, the bullet was supposed to be fixed. You understand what I'm saying? I doubt if he out here eating, hog mugs and something like that. Like, you know, he could.
Shit, I thought he was supposed to be getting in shape to play the Mike Tyson role in the Mike Tyson movie.
Exactly. So he wouldn't. That's what I'm trying to make. He wouldn't be, you know, unhealthy. You know? He about to be Tyson. Come on, like crazy. But because he exposed that fun boy Diddy, you know what I'm saying? He he got put in the hospital.
What did he say about Diddy?
Well, that's what they saying. You know,
they said he had a stroke.
Yeah, he had a stroke because he exposed Diddy's stuff like that. And then he had a stroke.
I don't think that's got nothing to do with it. I just think that it's mighty funny that him and Tyler Perry decided that they wanted to purchase BET. That just like with Bill Cosby, wanted to purchase NBC. Here goes some bullshit.
What?
Yeah, well,
Jamie Foxx and Tyler Perry were talking about BT? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No, that was a bad business. They're not gonna let you do that.
Tyler Perry, man,
that shit.
I mean, it's crazy if he bought his shit too. All his movies portray melanated men in a negative way. So I mean, he ain't much different from Hollywood. So you know what I'm saying? Whoever controls it, if they part of the devil, they part of the devil.
All his movies portray what?
Huh?
All his movies portray what?
Portray negative images of what? Shit that ain't productive.
Ray was a negative portrayal of us.
You say like what?
Like him playing in the movie Ray?
I think he's talking about Tyler Perry.
Talking about
Oh,
Tyler
Suspect.
Perry.
yeah, we be
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
played
I
by
think
Tyler.
about the Jamie Foxx. No, I'm saying Jamie Foxx exposed. He went on camera on one of those, public shows or whatever. And he was talking about how he seen some suspect shit at Diddy party. And Diddy got a lot of allegations coming around his name right now. I mean, that's one of the allegations that the reason why he's in the hospital right now.
Diddy is trash.
And Diddy been suspect, but now Jamie Foxx,
He
he
ain't been so
exposed
Michelle.
that's exposure shit.
Michelle been told on him years and years ago. Michelle, aka Superhead, she been told on him a long time ago. People just ignore
Right.
it.
Oh yeah,
You said
definitely.
Superhead.
She wrote a
It's too
whole
many.
book about.
It's too many stories coming out about Diddy. Period. Doing suspect shit to
I mean,
understand that. It's too many people with their own, recants about what they heard or what they seen. It's
You
just
know
you
it's
don't
true.
really need to be speculating at this point.
the shit that he say is gay. Take that, and all that shit that he saying is suspect, man. He like everything about him, even his drink, Ciroc. Like Ciroc, it's rumored that he put certain chemicals in there to your hormones and shit. Like that ain't even a safe vodka to drink. I wouldn't even trust Ciroc. Wouldn't trust that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, no lie. Like, I'm making this shit up. Literally heard that shit about Ciroc years ago too. So it's like,
So, like, did you hear? This is a tangent. Did you hear more information as far as the regards of his relationship, quote unquote, with Biggie, and how in all actuality, Biggie really didn't care for him. He just did what needed to be done so that way he could get to the next level, and he wouldn't let him get to the next level. And yet, all of these years, he's been benefiting off of everything in his catalog off of Biggie. And it's been shown, and it's actually been said that he was robbing uh, Biggie blind through paperwork and things of that nature. And Biggie never liked him. His mother, I can't sit up here through speculation for what his mother said, but there's a lot of people closely knit to him saying that he never really cared for Diddy. And Diddy really didn't care for him to that extent, the way that he portrayed it.
no, that's real. That's real. Puffy was definitely robbing Biggie, and even when Pac and Biggie was still friends, you know what I'm saying? That was portion of their conversation as friends, like do this shit and get gone. You know what I'm saying? Like move up, get to where you got to go, and go somewhere else.
Yeah,
You
and
know?
he was clearly on that path. And even when his mother said that, because he's supposed to be the godfather of his oldest daughter, and he has yet to cease to really talk to her on that. I mean, you're not supposed to talk to somebody on a consistent basis, but they said the daughter came out the one day and had gotten mad and said he doesn't do anything for under the banner of my father's name. He always uses my father's as a platform to springboard himself off because he doesn't clearly care. He only cares about the image. He doesn't care about us. And I think Diddy got in contact with her not too long after, and she recanted everything. We already know what that was about. She pretty much got a stipend to shut the hell up and not tell the truth. In my personal opinion, that's just my speculation of it.
Man, okay.
And that's sad, man. But I mean, we can't act like this guy is the angel of the year. He's been doing that. We seen how he did the band. Why would we think he would do anything else otherwise than any other artist? Every artist that got the platinum CD and he tried to shelve them. The same reason why Young Jock, even though Young Jock is who he is now, Young Jock went platinum on his first CD. Diddy has yet to release his royalties and 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 his masters
He
to
holding a
that.
lot of stuff with his grimy behind.
What's up?
I said he holding a lot of stuff. He grimy. He dirty,
Yeah,
dirty.
yeah.
He dirty. I'm surprised Mary J went back messing with him again.
Man,
Ain't he,
people.
he about to be the last surviving member of his original label?
Yeah,
Good. Serve him justice. Good.
there's nobody left, and I don't even understand why.
What I
Even
mean,
though we
what?
all know, because we domicile here, uh, Machine Gun clearly isn't a clear embodiment of the land, but that's just neither there. Why you would even want to deal with him after the aftermath and the proof of what you've seen him doing to every other artist? That makes no sense to me.
Right.
You know, don't get me wrong, Machine Gun Kelly's cool, but you know I don't think he's a clear embodiment of the land. We all know that, but that's a story for another day. So I wanted to talk about this. A lot of people don't know what's going on. Is I think Brother Muhammad was expounding upon this. We were talking about how the system is kind of switching over, so things aren't as they should. I also talked to Brother Noble about this as well. We just talked about it. A lot of people don't think that not important to invest in these precious metals. Instantly out of nowhere, the CEO of Cash App was mysteriously killed. I want to say 2 weeks ago, right before a lot of people not knowing or having understanding the Fed coin getting ready to come out. I think around June 1st. Does anybody want to expound upon that? Has anybody ever heard about it?
Heard about the what? Because your voice is going in and out on my line.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was talking about the CEO of Cash App mysteriously getting killed.
Oh yeah, in San Francisco. Yeah.
Yeah, you can expound on that if you know something about it. We were talking
Basically,
about Fed coin too.
he was basically just leaving out of his out of the job late night. It's like around 1 something in the morning. Supposedly, a guy was supposed to be. They chalked it up to being like a homeless guy mugging him or something like that, or just a guy just mugging him, being like that's how they police, chalked up his murder to being. There's no real clue saying that it was or this is what they're releasing to the public, that there's no clue saying that this was intentionally done, as far as like there's a bigger meaning behind this. It's just a guy trying to get some money or whatever, trying to get high or whatever the case may be, and stabbed the shit out of him, and he ended up dying from the wounds.
I think that's too convenient, me personally.
Why he was just walking out at 1 something, 2, almost 2 o'clock in the morning though,
Right.
high profile man, supposedly just taking a stroll to his car in a parking lot, with no type of security. I ain't gonna hold you, Aki. We just don't do stupid things. Like, sad to bring it up, like my boy, Takeoff, being in the situation that he was in. It's just you could play your hands smarter when you put yourself in a certain position. And if you feel like you are so-called bad, you got to put yourself in a position to not be taken advantage of too as well. My own dad taught me that. You don't give a person an opportunity to do fucked up shit to you. You can keep a lot of friends around. Sometimes people who ain't bad people, they just opportunists.
Right. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hey, like, what was he doing out that late by himself? Was
They
that a
claim
bad
he was.
drug?
They claim he was handling some business. They said he was coming from the actual business that he worked at, the office stuff.
Out there on them streets, huh? No garage to go into to get in his car,
You just walking out the front door. You feel
Right.
me? Walking down the sidewalk. What a wonderful day to be alive. Da 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 da.
Right.
And they already said that San Francisco was already known to have a high
Murder.
crime rate in the
Yeah.
area that the building was located at,
Yeah.
as due to homelessness and drug use.
Yep.
So I don't
Yeah.
understand why he didn't have no protection. At least have some mace on him. Why he ain't have an actual firearm with him? Some means of protecting himself.
Yeah, and then like that part of San Francisco, like that low end, ain't that like by San Wallo, which is right by Mexico?
See,
Mm.
and again, it was called it. Just a block or two over there. It's a high crime rate over there. So it's like, why not be protected? At the same time, I will say this: it was information about him doing a deal with the people of Square, and he had ties with them too as well. And they were supposed to be coming out with this new app that was supposed to be this new financial apping system that was supposed to be competitive against FedCoin if it was presented.
Mm.
Too convenient for me. I'm just saying. I mean, I get it. It's too convenient for me. It's just too much of a coincidence. It's not just by design, but for the fact that it's happened around this time before FedCoin is getting ready to get established around June 1st and kicks off. And also he was doing that deal. You know they don't want any competition. This isn't, and people can say it's like from a soothsayer or a conspiracy theorist, but some things are just so convenient to the point where it's just suspicious. My personal opinion. Yeah, I don't know. So if anybody understands it a tad bit more, can somebody please explain to me what FedCoin is for the viewers? I mean, for the listeners that are listening right now, so then that way they can call up to know what's going on.
Well, I can't give you no real depth information about it right now. From my point of view, I haven't really took the time to look into that due to other things I had going on, other endeavors.
Okay.
So I mean, but we can definitely bring that topic back up again on next show for real.
Okay. Excellent.
And I have at least a general understanding to be able to expound on that, next show.
Yeah. So my question, and I wanted to ask you, Hakeem Muhammad, from your perspective, why do you think the stocks are important to look at? Why do you think stocks are important from your personal opinion?
From what I've read and seen already, I would say that stocks is just, it's a good opportunity to give you like a little cheat code, you know what I'm saying, in life, if you take the time to just research what you're, investing your money into. And that's pretty much what it is to it. So it's like if you're going to spend about $10 on a meal, you know what I'm saying, at a fast food restaurant, imagine putting that into a stock. And what I know, added effort from you look up that $10 become $180, with the right research, you know what I'm saying, and the luck. For real. And when I say when you got research, it's not even about luck, but it is a little bit. I'm going to say that a $10 thing can be $100 investment for real. That's like how stocks play out when you playing into things. And it's like you can just easily throw away $20, $30, $40. How much do you think that can add up to? And even if you don't make a whole bunch of money, you still got the initial investment that you made with a little bit of change that you gained off of that you still have to pay with it. If you would have spent that on a perishable item or, just consistent entertainment, just think about how much you keep putting yourself in a hole if you don't have like a successful career or you just know what your purpose is in life. You just look up and these are some of the things that lead to you having, uh, how you say that, depression and things like that because you ain't make certain life achievements and stuff of that nature because you ain't at a certain financial point due to the age as you are. So it's just like when you invest in stocks, it's like investing into like RIA or your retirement account, something like that. But you got a little more control over that, and you make more money if you was sitting in a savings account.
So I
There,
mean, why? I
with a
mean,
bank.
isn't that what?
Go ahead.
Isn't that what you
Go
think
ahead.
that people should do? Just save, and you should save yourself your way today. I mean, that's what most people are doing, right? Or
Well, I was just about to get ready to touch on that. Like, if you was to put your money into like a regular savings account, the bank, the money, the percentage of the percentage that the bank is going to give you on that money for sitting in that account is like the equivalent of what your money would have made for 1 month, while the bank pulls in the other 11 months worth of interest off your money that you should be rightfully getting.
hmm,
Just to go through these penalties and stuff like that too to get access to your money, and then they're gonna allow other people access to your money too as well. If you're especially if you're using a debit card, you feel me?
yeah,
So when you got it in an investment account, you control that. You get your gains right away. You're not waiting a whole 12 months for that to dub back. Depending on what you invested in, be honest, depending on what you invested in. Some of them is a slow roll, some of them is a short game. You got meme stocks like say like it was a stock uh top financial group, right? In the
oh God,
past week they went up about 1,600%. When the past week, one day they just out of nowhere went from they was at $5.53
yes,
and they shot up to being roughly like around $50 to $70 that first day, just to come back the second day and they got as high as $236. So if you was a
sheesh.
person that just had one stock which was valued at $5.36, you would have made over $200 in them 2 days off just one share.
Off one
You
share.
talking about, yeah, off one share. So imagine if you had multiple shares of that account.
You up 500?
Facts. And the thing is about it, you can go and you can research these companies and they can give you um, futuristic forecasts of what the company is expected to make between their lows and their highs. And you can go back and you can, get more information about how the company is doing publicly and stuff like that. And that all adds to you making a good informed decision as far as, hey, do I want to invest with this company or not? Do I want to put this little $10 investment? Think about it, $10 that you could blow off and do whatever you want to do in the world and gets that little bit of fun, and you can turn that to a memory, or you can turn that $10. You can remember when you invested that $10 and now you had $1,000 now come from it. You feel me? It's just like it's just how you want to rock with that. And again, if you didn't take the time to really invest into a career, or what your purpose is in life, it just really it acts as a bit of like a cheat code. You feel me? If you do the right research and you good. You got that, you got that spark, you go ahead and boom. Or you can go ahead and invest into a financial advisor who is, professionally able to do that decision making for you. You're gonna have to pay them.
Oh yeah, gotta pay to play. So at that point, what if I had a 401k? What would I have more benefits having stock as opposed to my 401k? Or would you recommend having both?
I would recommend you having whatever
Everything.
you can, whatever you can get your hand. Diversifying is everything. If you have the money to diversify, do it all kind of ways.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm gonna say to that, Aki.
Okay. What
If
about
it's gonna
you?
put you, if it's gonna put you in a good financial standing, there's no real losses you can take from that. It's not gonna put your family in no downward, situations or positions. I diversify my money any way I can see possible. I like it coming in all kind of ways.
A
Lump
wise,
sum and residual. You know, feel me? Yeah.
a wise brother told me one day that you know, before I started or should I say before I stopped buying Nikes, um he was like, I should own some of that shit. You know, own the stock in that shit. And that just
Yeah.
it made sense. You know what I'm saying? Own some shares, whatever. Invest some dollars in it. You know, you have more insight in that game than I do, but you know, just the whole concept of all these different products that we spend money on, it should be a portion of an investment that you get back. You know what I'm saying? And all these things that depreciate in the value as soon as they come out of the store.
That's true.
You know, so
So from your personal perspective and opinion, what would you recommend, Aki Noble, as far as with something like that? Or do you know, are you impartial to something like that as far as the stocks or anything like that?
well, me personally, I more or less look for things with intrinsic value. You know what I'm saying? When this thing changes up, something that's gonna hedge against inflation. So me personally, once upon a time I invested in a company called Care Bar. And the concept of Care Bars is basically like you getting shares of in gold though. You know what I'm saying? So the shares are coming back to you in physical form as opposed to like a digital currency. And they're embedded in the middle of a card. And that whole thing, the whole card representing the Care Bar. And then so in today's world, it's like this. The gold that I caught in for whatever cheap price it was comparable to what it is today, you know, it went up.
Okay.
You know, and it can always be liquidated into whatever currency that's in control because everywhere in the galaxy, you know what I'm saying, deals with gold. You know, gold and silver is universally accepted.
Interesting. So, in your personal opinion, you would recommend investing in precious metal. Is that what you're
Yes,
saying?
sir. I'm saying that the people should start looking to invest in copper because that's the original currency. That's the original currency. Silver. That's a huge industrial metal. And what a lot of people don't know is that silver is the highest conductor of metal. I mean, sorry about that. Highest conductor of electricity. You know what I'm saying? It conducts electricity higher than any other metal. And so it's like in your refrigerator and your microwave and your TV and your cell phone, you know. And gold, well, not even gold yet. We're gonna get to platinum. You know, platinum is also a huge industrial metal, and it actually comes in three major forms. You got platinum, you got palladium, you got rhodium. Rhodium you can't really buy as bullion or coins and bars and shit, but platinum and palladium you can. And you know, catalytic converters in cars prior to the electric car were platinum catalytic converters. And the worth of that shot up. It went down. It used to be worth more than gold, but it's not anymore. But now we get to gold. You know what I'm saying? Gold, as you know, is the most widely accepted currency in the universe. You know what I'm saying? And it's also many of your appliances, many of your technological devices and things such as that, like old school computers and shit with the fat back on them. You know what I'm saying? When those get scrapped and took apart, they take all the gold off of the keyboards and shit, off the computer boards, motherboards, or whatever they call it.
That's
full
true.
of gold. And so at the end of the day, enough of any of these precious metals, all of it holds value. All of them, liquidate.
Okay. So I got another question. So for what you're establishing, it's gonna segue into the next question. Would you say because currently as you've been talking about USD value, the value in itself, things of the nature, do you think the precious metals, as far as what you're talking about, has a great correlation of the market going ahead, not because of the cause of the market going haywire? Do you think what you just talked about, investing into the precious metals right now, would be the perfect time to do that because of the market?
You better do it now, or you ain't gonna be able to later. Like right now, before the currency reset, um, an ounce of gold is about $2,000, give or take. After the reset, look at it being about 20,000 for that same ounce of gold. Ounce of gold is like the size of a half of a 50-cent piece, the old school 50-cent piece that
Okay.
like your grandmother had or something. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Like that's an ounce of gold. Think of that being $20,000.
Sheesh.
Because right now it's $2,000. That's still sheesh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you were to get the coin now, because all it's doing is going up, the money that you spent ain't wasted. Because if you had to cash it in, you're going to get more for it than what you paid for because it goes up every 5 seconds, if not every 2 seconds. It goes down, but whatever, the number at the end of the day kind of levels out. Then it starts, it fluctuates throughout the day and it raises, you know, uh, gradually every single day. Same thing with all the other metals because as more and more countries leave the USD, United States dollar, and join BRICS and other currencies, or just start using their own currency and bypassing using the United States dollar, the dollar devalues and goes down. So since everybody agreed to put all of their gold in the United States Treasury, that makes the gold go up. But the dollars that we're spending to buy it, it takes more and more dollars to purchase the same gold. So it's like get the shit now while you can, or you won't be able to. Not with this current currency. And I don't know about you, but most people don't know too many people from other countries that they can just trade and get a different currency. And that's something that one thing thinking about, but need to.
That makes sense.
Sure.
That makes sense.
Because
So I had another question. We want to talk about flipping it on another side, because I think that was important when we just talked about. A lot of people don't understand what's going on. They just think we're going into another recession, not understanding that the system is resetting itself.
Right. It's a system that's resetting itself without United States, kind of, sort of. Not really,
Yep.
but kind of, sort of.
No,
We
you're
still
right.
got the so-called mightiest army, but we're also the biggest bullies, and more people are coming together to fight back against the bully. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So, and the people who ain't done shit but got bullied is the melanated people. But yet and still, a lot of people suffer from Stockholm syndrome and have fell in love with their captors. So when a liberator might come, but they might break their neck to fight against the liberator to get liberated against their so-called oppression. You know what I'm saying? So that's the crazy dichotomy that we currently live in.
That's real.
It's crazy.
So I want to
Have
talk
y'all
about.
heard about the arm brace?
The assault weapon arm brace ban.
No, I'm not hip.
No, I'm not here.
So
So
as of what's
as
the date?
what's
I think it is June 1st. Is it? I think it's June 1st. Um, or maybe it's May 1st. Damn, it might be May 1st because it was like a old special. It was like 2 day old. It was like April 28th, and it is what May 1st today, right? May Day, right?
Right.
This used to be Punch a European in the Face Day. Yeah. For real, May Day. Um, well, the ATF basically, the director of the ATF was getting grilled by Congress because the ATF is basically putting a new ban against stabilizing braces for pistols, calling them assault rifles or whatever. And that's another violation against the Second Amendment right. And they're not really talking about it public. So the danger is like all the people that got, say, weapons or rifles or whatever, and they got that
and they
break,
got that
and they
break,
don't know about
they
this
don't know
law.
about this law.
If you get
If you
pulled
get
over and shit,
pulled
they're
over
gonna
and
try
shit,
to
they're
hit
gonna
you with
try
like
to hit
10
you with
years
like
and
10
shit
years and shit
for something that
for
they didn't
something
even
that they
make
didn't
public.
even make public.
That's
Like
crazy.
Like
that's
that's
and the shit
and the
passed
shit passed
under
like
everybody's
under
nose
everybody's nose
because it wasn't a
because it
law. It was
wasn't a
like
law. It was
a
like
code.
a
So
code.
people
So
that
people
are
that are
people list
people
themselves
list
or are
themselves
listed
or are
as
listed
a
as
United States
United
citizen and
States
shit like
citizens and
that.
shit like that.
Those are people
Those
that
are people that
are afflicted
are
by
afflicted by
it. So
so
literally, and
literally,
that's
and
man, that's where I came up with the thought process of basically the black agenda, like because all of the the
the
so-called black
so-called black
politicians,
politicians.
like wasn't none of them talking about the so-called black issues. They were like talking like us, using terms like us and we, but not referring to the melanated community as if we're anywhere equally included in these European societies. So they basically selling us under the river and not standing up for, you know, for us, or should I say them, those ones who don't know who they are. And it's a lot
That's
of
that.
it's a lot of
It's a
that,
lot of
right?
that, right?
And that's what it
And that's what
comes
it
at in
comes at in
high
high
political
political
places, far,
places, far,
far
far
removed
removed
from
from
their
their
lowly
lowly
relatives that
relatives
still
that
live in the
still live
hood,
in the
live in the
hood,
inner
live in the
city,
inner
still live
city,
in the
still live in the
ghettos
ghetto
of
of
America.
America.
You know what I'm saying? The
You know what I'm saying? The
neighborhoods of
neighborhoods of
America
America.
outside of, you know what I'm saying, the far fled areas, affluent areas.
Right.
You know, shit, like those ones
Those
need to
ones
be
need
held
to be held
accountable,
accountable,
but
but
they
they
shall.
shall.
Unfortunately,
Unfortunately,
they don't
they don't
realize that
realize that
helping the
helping the
enemy don't
enemy
make the
don't make
enemy
the enemy
like or
like or
respect you.
respect
They
you. They
actually hate
actually
you
hate
more.
you worse.
They
They
dislike you
dislike
more, and
you
they
more, and
feel
they
as
feel
though
as though
since
since
you can be
you can
bullied,
be bullied.
well shit,
Well,
we
shit,
gonna
we
bully
gonna
you.
bully
You know
you.
what I'm
You know what
saying?
I'm saying?
And then
And then
hang you out to
hang you out
dry
to dry
right
The
after
right
that.
fallback
after
down.
that.
Like,
Like,
I mean,
I mean,
that's the crazy
the
part
crazy
about
part
it.
about it.
And it's
But
sad.
Sad.
you said
You
what?
said what?
It's sad. It's
Sad.
just
It's
it
just it.
truly is.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
definitely.
definitely.
So I
So
mean,
I mean,
we talk
we
about
talk
a
about
lot
a
about
lot
how
about
we can
how we can
distinguish
distinguish
ourselves
ourselves
from
from
not
not
being
being
grouped
grouped.
as Negro, Black, Colored, African American, but you know that the true severity of the shit is that if ones don't have a nationality, they will not be counted as human.
That's just the truth.
Like in these devils, their roles and shit. their scrolls. Once upon a time they had the dog rolls, and they created the $5 Indian. All those Europeans signed up to be fake indigenous people and stole lands and all that shit by a swipe of the pen. Let everybody know that the pen is mightier than the sword. Same shit happens when ones don't have a nationality on that piece of paper, but they check black and African American. So, what ones need to do is distinguish yourself from the people. It is very important that we separate ourselves from the sheeple. Because guess what? Sheep are led to the slaughter.
Uh-huh.
And so, if anyone out there hears what I'm saying, and you wanted to know how can distinguish yourself from the sheeple, from being listed as a sheeple, so you can put the blood on your door too, like uh in the movie Ten Commandments. You know what I'm saying? Remember, they put the blood on the door so they can pass over your house because they coming to sequester your shit. Look that word up. If you don't have any way to protect yourself, and so you need to proclaim your nationality. Period. Point blank. Figure out what a nationality is, and figure out what yours is. And chances are, if if you've been known as being called black, or you thought you was an African American, or someone said you got Indian in your family, or any of the other statistical things that they put for darker skinned people, chances are you are more. A big chance.
Mm-hmm.
And the good thing about this is, way back in the 1900s, because we've been in the 2000s for 23 years now. So way back in the 1900s, you know what I'm saying? A great man came amongst the people and gave us back what was taken from us in 1776. And that's our nationality and our birthright. To bring us back to the table of men, to the nation of family, or should I say the family of nations? Excuse me. Well, pardon. But he brought us back to the family of nations, where they took us out, when they gave us a name, when we named things, and they gave us a name. So we relinquish that name, rebuke that name, get that shit back, return the sender. You understand what I'm saying? And reclaim what's ours. And the first thing that you need to reclaim is your nationality to distinguish yourself from the people. What about you, brother? What do you think that the people can do to distinguish themselves from the sheep? What did you do to distinguish yourself from the sheep?
You asking me?
I'm asking whoever about to answer.
Oh well, the first thing to understand is understanding where you came from, researching your family lineage, and understanding that you need tangible proof, or just proclaiming that and standing on your nationality. That's one thing. Understanding that you come from somewhere. You are from somebody. You're from a nation of individuals, and it's not what African American or sub-Saharan or whatever the fuck they want to call you today.
All right. So what steps did you take? You know what I'm saying? That you could elaborate for the people right quick, just to give them a good idea.
So with my journey,
Yes, sir.
It was around 2015. And
Okay.
understanding, I had went out to Michigan and Detroit.
Mm.
I had actually got inspired and understood what a Moor was from there, from actual young lady. Shouts out to her. Um, but also understanding my lineage through the grace of Subhanallah through Allah. I happen to have both sides of my grand ummis and grandbaba. I started researching that, asking questions. Who was who? Where do we derive from before we domicile? Because we domicile in Ohio or Little China, aka Cleveland.
Ohio.
Right, Ohio. I'm sorry, but you know when you have a understanding and you talk to your elders, if you have any, talk to your elders. They can guide you to tell you who was who. And a lot of people don't understand. There's a lot of people that weren't slaves in those times. There's a lot of people that were thriving in those times, having hundreds of acres, land, farm. And my thing, I understood that for the most part, most of my sides came from Mississippi. Also, my great great grandbaba was a, what do they call the people that are he was that does
Choctaw.
the fire water. He was a fire water maker. The whole point
Oh,
was,
moonshiner.
yeah, he's a moonshiner. But the whole point was understanding my lineage. They came from Mississippi. My grandbaba told me I come from the Choctaw Nation, both of them. That's somewhere to start.
Bang. Yeah, that's dope. If you know
Yeah,
that part of your lineage.
yeah. And then when you start to research more, you start to understand where you come from. You have a sense of pride because now people are going to tell you who you are as long as you don't know who you are. But you know who you are. There's no way in hell that anybody can tell you anything otherwise. I'm gonna just give a real quick story. My sister's ex dude now. He came from Nigeria. I'll say this, those are our cousins, but they don't know our story. They don't understand our plight. And they only understand from a perspective of who told them what once they come into this country. The man was using the
Agree.
same plight as far as saying to pull yourselves by the bootstraps. We went through this, we went through that. And I let him talk. And it was interesting because this man who was, you are black and you are this and that. And I had to correct him. I said, let me tell you something. I said, with all due respect, you're going to stop disrespecting me. I said, we come from a nation of individuals. And I asked him, I said, do you come from a tribe? Yes, I do. I said, so why would you remotely think that I don't come from a group of individuals that come from a nation either? I said, one thing that we both have in common, we have a nationality. I said, what's yours? I am Nigerian. And he said all this other stuff. I said, I'm a Moor. What is that? I said, interesting. You know about all the stuff that they told you to come into the country, but you truly don't know the history. So I literally had to give him a crash course of interwoven understanding who we truly are. Before you come over here and have these discrepancies talking about what's going on, understand the plight and understand what's going on. Because you don't even have a clue of whom you're talking to. Do I look? And I told him, I said, when I go to your country, do I call you a whole bunch of Ghanaians? You're not, because you live in Nigeria, or you recognize the tribunal which you come from. Don't disrespect us in this house like that either.
Right.
Right.
And I mean,
Like,
he was standing on it. Well, as black is in this is that and that. And I'm like, dude, I'm not trying to hear none of that. I said, bottom line is this: the dude didn't even want to believe, and it's so crazy. Cognitive dissonance exists in such a crazy format because I had to explain my indigenous card and my tribal card. What is this? This is not your license. And this and that. I said, I don't have privileges. I can travel wherever I please. I said, I'm an American national.
So
Nobody can give me permission to do anything.
you don't have privileges, you have rights.
Exactly.
Yeah. Real talk.
No, but you hitting on something. Because a lot of people think that it's a game, or they think that it doesn't matter. But I tell people, in the grand scheme of things, how doesn't it matter when you don't even know where you come from? You can't even sign in as being a part of the human family because you're too busy being a Crayola crayon. And you think that it's not that deep, but it is that deep.
It is definitely that deep. Yes, you're right about that. It's crazy. Well, one thing I do want to hit on before we get up out of here, that we all need to hit on. I got so many topics, but um, one thing that we need to get together as a people that will increase our image, our public image for ourselves or to ourselves first and foremost, and also to our outside image, and that is melanated people need to observe the qualities of good customer service, better customer
Oh, yeah.
service. I really need to speak on this because over the past week, I've experienced shitty customer service multiple times, and every time it's always been, unfortunately, a so-called black woman. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't a more body. It wasn't a Morris, queen who knows who she is and different things like that. No, it was someone who was trained by the enemy, basically. You know, and this is like at the post office for real. At the damn post office, my business runs on, getting, you know, cures out across the nation. And so I got to utilize, these shipping agencies and different things such as that. So when I come in and spend my good money, you know what I'm saying, to purchase this postage to apply to my packaging, you know, I shouldn't have to go through any type of disrespect. I should be greeted with a smile and, how's your day or whatever. Or you ain't got to say shit about my day. Just, give me a polite uh, interaction, make this transaction. I already put my postage on my packages, so you ain't got to worry about taking no money from me. I just need my receipt so I can take a picture and send it, send a screenshot of that picture or, to my customers, let them know that I'm sending off their package. You feel me? I shouldn't be approached with a bad attitude because for one, I didn't mess with your day, but for two, I'm not taking any money away from you. So why are you mad at me? I didn't do it. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't do it. And it's like I encounter these situations. I almost dread going to a counter and it's a so-called black woman at the counter. Like it's not a comfortable experience. I get treated with a whole lot more respect from, everybody the fuck else. But, the melanated woman. And that shit is crazy. Like it's so uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't stealing from your store. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm coming with correct change. You know what I'm saying? Like I- I'm courteous. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing nothing negative, nothing to give you a wrong, interaction with me.
Right.
But yet and still, so it's like that's just one example, and that happened twice with the same person. Funny thing,
Okay.
2 times in the week last week. You know what
Wow.
I'm saying? Wednesday or Thursday and Saturday. I encountered the same clerk, and she had the same attitude. The funny thing, the one thing I did find out though, she was evil to everybody. Like, she was the third like rude clerk, and this only happens at the downtown location. So shout out to the downtown post office in Cleveland, Ohio, where 85% of their clerks is rude because I guess they've been working all day, as if everyone else in America hasn't been doing the same fucking thing. So you know what I'm saying. So we also have attitudes too, I guess, or whatever. But it's a federal building, so most people who go into the post office know how to act. I'll tell you that much. That ain't really. That's not like like a McDonald's counter or Family Dollar. See what I'm saying? That's the post office. So people ain't really giving too much hassle to the post office people. You know what I'm saying? I was a telemarketer for 12 years at one point in time. And I was also a door-to-door solicitor, knocking on doors, getting your bill, electric bills and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? For 2.5 years. So I know about a messy customer. You know what I'm saying? A rude customer and shit like that. You feel me? And that ain't what people experience at the post office. People are patient and quiet, and it's almost like the library. So there ain't no reason to have a bad attitude in there. You understand what I'm saying? And there's so many other scenarios around the country where our women tend to have a bad attitude because it's in vogue. Like, it's the thing that's promoted to have a bad attitude. People gotta respect you. As if people just walking up, hey bitch, what you doing? Like, no one's doing it. And the people that are doing that, shame on them, but that's far and few between. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't represent the vast majority of people in the encounters. You know what I'm saying? But almost every single time, I can just give out scenario after scenario where I go into a line, I'm about to check out. You understand what I'm saying? And it's a European in front of me. He or she gets treated with all this respect. And then I get up there and she like, huh, huh, huh. She got all the neck motion and shit. I'm like, damn, what the fuck what you flexing on me for? Like, you know what I'm saying? What I do to you? I ain't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit.
I get
And
funky
then,
with her
oh
ass
man,
right back. I hate
don't
people like that. I noticed that shit too. I'll get funky right back. I'll be a funky acting ass walking up to get checked out.
man, that's so unnerving that I gotta go through that with my own sisters and shit.
Yup,
You know what I'm saying?
yup. It's unacceptable. That's why you gotta act back. Because these fools, you gotta show them better than you can, tell them sometimes.
I, I exerted patience with the lady. I told her like just slow down, baby girl. It's all good because she had to print out my receipt 3 times because she was just clicking the screen, not even looking at it. Like, come on, man, just slow down. I'm the last customer. Just chill. Like, it ain't even that deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't got a war with each other. But that's what they put on TV. That's why I don't appreciate like Tyler Perry movies and shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? Because they always showing the melanated man in a negative light, and then it's
Yeah.
promoting that to the women. Like, all dudes are these dudes that they show in these movies, and everybody don't represent that because obviously the 3 men on this panel don't represent that. You know what I'm saying? And I would think that we represent a big slice of the unrepresented people on media. You know what I'm saying?
He
They don't show us
he
on TV.
he does stuff specific to his liking.
You
Period.
said
He does stuff, his writing, his shows, he does them specific to his liking. You could be able to
right,
tell
but his
you
life
can
ain't
tell who Tyler
everybody's life
Perry
though.
is from the stuff that he puts out.
Less in power in their slime balls, doing, the people dirty or doing their woman dirty some type of way, cheating
Yep.
on her, putting her down or some type of nature, or the dude is getting out of jail, down on
Right.
his luck, but he's super positive, super hopeful. He has God in his life, but he got a bit of a sketchy past. Like, it's not no just regular old, this guy is just a regular brother trying to live his life, find love type of situation like that. But it's the women, they get portrayed as hardworking in bad situations, trying to take care of the family. Mama died trying to save her brother or some type of situation like that. Now, you do get some evil women pitted in there, but you know what I'm saying? You get some good sides to the dudes, or the dudes are good, but they're gay. So when you're just positive and no background,
Right.
messed up or nothing like that, then the dude is cast as being gay or homosexual from Tyler Perry's perspective.
Yeah, and that's and because he's sweet because he's put on that fucking dress. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
That
okay, you're portraying shit from your life or whatever, but everybody's life ain't your life, dog. And because you got that big platform, you portraying that shit to our people as if that's the norm. Like it's part of that new norm bullshit. And ain't none of that shit normal. You know what I'm saying? They trying to regularize ill normality. You know what I'm saying? Like there ain't shit normal about the confusion that's going on everywhere in the media. Not really in real life. Like in some little place you might see a weirdo or something like that, but not everywhere you look. But on TV and these commercials on these social media apps like YouTube and shit like that, you know, all you see is the weird shit. Him and her and I am them. Like what the fuck? Shut the fuck up. Like, what? That don't make any sense. Call me her him. Like what? That's stupid. Don't even make any sense.
No.
Yeah, the confusion of you know, gender roles and all this dumb shit. Like this shit is crazy.
Fucking weirdo shit.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my kid in the back. And shout out to my pet on the other side of the room. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all heard the little kitten in the back. She meowing and shit. And then my dog, he over here like, about to, you know what I'm saying? It's funny. It's funny. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all, man. So I'm truly one with nature, man. Like I'm a one with nature person. You know what I'm saying? In the morning time when it be cool outside, I go and walk barefoot in my grass. My neighbors really don't understand it. It's called earthing. I'm grounding myself, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with rocks and crystals and make medicine with herbs and I love animals. You know what I'm saying? I'm one with nature. You know what I'm saying? So I fuck with the animals. I walk up on deers, random deers walking in the street. I ain't scared of them. They ain't, you know, only one of them attacked me. Only one. Me and my dog, we was walking. So he was like, wait, trying to tell me this, my dog. Yeah, just gonna throw that out there.
well, y'all, it's about that time.
Yeah. We
Sorry on the show, man.
Pardon us, guys. We're gonna check mic 1 2 next time before we get on. Check. But yeah. So that's our time. You know, hopefully we gave y'all some things to really think about because the time, you know, is what's the word I'm looking for? Time is of the essence. You know, a lot of imperative things is coming up. And we need to move with a sense of urgency, you know, or we're gonna be left behind. And I don't know about you, but I think I do. And I think that the whole melanated community as a whole is tired of getting left behind. So it's time to come together, face these uncomfortable issues because they do exist. No more sweeping under the rug. And we just face the problems that we may have as a people and we can move forward. That's what everybody else does. And sometimes, you know, I know it's not like we're trying to be like no one else. Sometimes we can look over at the neighbor like, oh shit, they doing it like that. I can do it like that too. So with that, you know, it's another time. I say peace. You can get at me too, you know, if you need any help with any of these situations. Hit me up 216-556-1225. And if you out of town, hit me up on IG at I underscore N underscore the real underscore noble kind. All right, peace.
Hey, Mohammed, where can they catch you at, Arky?
EJ Cleveland on
Hey,
IG. You can also hit us up on more than meets the eye at gmail.com. Send us comments, what you think about the show. If you want a video or a story that you want us to bring up, let us know. Shoot us a video up on YouTube. More than meets the eye on YouTube. We have a channel. Let us know what time it is on there too as well.
hey, yep. Just let you know, LO, capital A, capital J, three uppercase I's like the number three Cleveland on IG. We appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in for this long. In spite of the echo, hey, you still got good digestive dialogue. Plug in with us and get up with us on the other side. Hey, boom!
All right, we'd like to thank you for tuning in to More Than Meets the Eye on the station, where we don't bring no static, but we sure enough bring the noise on staticradio.net. Make sure you guys check us out on social media, where we absolutely love to hear from you on Facebook.com/No Static Radio LLC, on Twitter at No Static _ Radio, on Instagram at The Real _ No Static Radio, and on YouTube at No Static Radio. Also, if you guys would like to listen to replays of this show and others, check us out on Mixler or Mixcloud.com. Of course, type in No Static Radio just the way you see it down there on the bottom, all one word. And for continuous streaming, check us out on TuneIn.com, live on liveradio.net, or Media Q for continuous streaming of this show and all others. No replays. Don't go back. Just keep going forward. Catch us there without any interruptions. No refreshing the page. You just sit back, relax, a little rebuffering, and boom, you got us on those stations right there. Check it out. No Static Radio. No Static Radio, just the way it's spelled. And for all things No Static Radio, including up and coming events, merchandise, and an in-depth look at all our great show hosts here, please check out our website at www.nostaticradio.net. Thank you guys for tuning in on this Mind Day Monday. And I say it just like that because that's the way it is. Black Anthropy in the morning, Drag Racing Ultimates. Oh, take that back. Hustle and Wax Flow in the afternoons, followed by Drag Racing Ultimate Sport, and closing out with a Mind Day Monday with More Than Meets the Eye. Yeah, so we thank you guys for tuning in. And you know what it is? Go head over on up us on Mixler and Mixcloud and all that good stuff. Go listen to some good music. I'll be uploading this pretty soon. It'll be up on there too. Until then, you guys take care and peace.